Welcome to Motivational Humanity. You are not alone.
Have you ever caught yourself scrolling again and suddenly realized an hour's gone by? And yet you can't remember what you even saw. If you've ever felt drained, distracted, or disconnected from your own life, this video is your gentle wake-up call. Because what if the real reason you feel exhausted isn't that you're doing too much? It's that you're never fully present in what you're doing. A few years ago, I sat across from my teenage daughter at breakfast. She was talking about something that mattered to her. But I wasn't really there. I nodded, I smiled. But my eyes, they were on my phone. Later that night, she said quietly, "Mom, you're always busy even when you're home." That hit me hard, because she was right. I wasn't addicted to my phone. I was addicted to escape. Scrolling through everyone else's lives was easier than facing my own exhaustion, my fears, my imperfections. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you checked your phone without even knowing why? When was the last time you opened an app just because you felt anxious, bored, or lonely? You see, our digital habits aren't random. They're emotional. Every scroll, every refresh, every notification gives us a tiny hit of dopamine. Our brains feel good chemical. But the more we chase that hit, the more we disconnect from the deeper, quieter joys of being human: connection, creativity, presence. We mistake stimulation for fulfillment. And the result? We're more connected than ever, but we've never felt more alone. Start small. Really small. You don't have to throw your phone out the window or disappear from the world entirely. Instead, begin by creating one sacred space in your day. A room, a corner, even a single hour, where your phone doesn't exist. Maybe it's the dining table where your family eats, where conversations happen and laughter echoes, or your morning walk where the air touches your face and you feel alive before the day pulls you under. Let that space be yours, completely free of pings, notifications, and the endless scroll. Treat it like a sacred ritual, because that's exactly what it is. In that space, your mind can finally breathe. Your thoughts don't have to compete with endless distractions. You can notice the little things again. The way sunlight hits your kitchen in the morning, the rhythm of your own breathing, the pause between words when someone truly shares something important with you. And here's the most powerful part. When you consistently carve out these sacred tech-free spaces, you're telling your soul something profound. You matter. Your attention matters. Your presence matters. This is not about rejecting technology. It's about reclaiming your right to exist fully in your own life, without constantly being pulled into someone else's. Over time, these moments become more than just a break from screens. They become an anchor to yourself, a reminder that your inner world deserves care, presence, and reverence. Every time you feel the pull to scroll, pause. Really pause. Don't just reach for your phone out of habit. Stop and breathe. Ask yourself, what am I actually feeling right now? Because most of the time it isn't boredom. It's loneliness, anxiety, fear, or even a subtle discomfort we're trying to avoid. And here's the truthy: when we numb those feelings with our screens, we rob ourselves of the very moments that could teach us the most about who we are. Replacing scrolling with stillness isn't about doing nothing. It's about reconnecting with the deepest parts of yourself that you've been ignoring. Sit with your discomfort. Sit with your restlessness. Notice the little tremors of impatience, the way your mind jumps from thought to thought. And instead of judging yourself for it, lean into it with curiosity and compassion. That's where transformation begins. Not in the highlights and filtered images on your feed, but in the quiet, unglamorous spaces of your own mind and heart. The more you practice this, the more you begin to recognize your triggers, the patterns of your digital habits, and the ways you unconsciously avoid your own feelings. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, you start to reclaim your attention, your emotional energy, and your presence. You learn that being fully alive doesn't come from scrolling through the lives of others. It comes from sitting fully in your own, from feeling fully, from choosing your life instead of reacting to everyone else's. Think about the last time you had a real conversation with someone. Not a text, not a voice note, not an emoji, but a conversation where you were fully present and fully seen. It's rare, isn't it? And yet, it's exactly what our souls are starving for. Social media and messaging apps give us a false sense of connection, but connection without presence is like drinking water through a sieve. It leaves you thirsty. So, make the conscious choice to reconnect with real conversations. Send a voice note instead of a text. Call a friend instead of typing a comment. Look into someone's eyes instead of their profile picture. There's something profoundly human about the vulnerability of speaking from your heart, about hearing the unfiltered emotion in someone else's voice, about laughing together and pausing together without the interruptions of notifications or screens. When we allow ourselves to be truly seen and to see others, we create what I like to call emotional resonance. It's that deep, vibrating awareness that you are not alone, that your presence matters, that your emotions are valid and shared. And here's the thing. Vulnerability is the gateway to this kind of connection. It's scary. It's uncomfortable. It makes us feel exposed. But it's also sacred. Every time you choose real conversation over digital distraction, you remind yourself and the people you care about that love, attention, and presence are not virtual commodities. They are lived experiences. They are the moments that make life rich, textured, and real. And when you practice this regularly, something miraculous happens. You start craving presence over distraction, intimacy over convenience, and depth over surface. Your relationships deepen, your empathy grows, and your soul begins to feel nourished in ways that no scroll or like ever could. The first and last moments of your day are sacred. Yet, how often do we let the world rush in the second we wake up, or the second our head hits the pillow? Our mornings and nights are the bookends of our life story. They shape how we show up, how we feel, and how we process our experiences. Protecting these moments is not indulgent, it's essential. Instead of opening your phone the second you wake, take a deep breath. Notice the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Feel the air moving through your lungs. Perhaps write a single line in a journal, meditate, or simply sit with gratitude for the small things that often go unnoticed. The warmth of a cup of tea, the sunlight spilling through your window, the quiet moments before life demands your attention. And at night, resist the urge to check notifications one last time. Instead, reflect what actually mattered today. When did I feel alive? When did I show up fully? And where did I shrink? Let these reflections be your guide, not the endless scroll of someone else's highlight reel. Over time, you'll notice something extraordinary. Your mind becomes calmer, your focus sharper, your emotional resilience stronger. You start to recognize that life isn't about keeping up with everyone else. It's about living intentionally with presence and purpose. And perhaps most importantly, you start to reclaim your soul. The quiet moments at the beginning and end of your day aren't just pauses. They are invitations to show up for yourself, to honor your feelings, and to reconnect with what truly matters. In these sacred spaces, you learn that your life doesn't need constant noise to feel meaningful. Instead, meaning is found in the stillness, in the presence, in the conscious choice to live your own story rather than scrolling through everyone else's. So here's your invitation. My friend, for the next 24 hours, give your soul a digital Sabbath. Silence the noise. Reconnect with your breath, your people, your purpose. Because your worth is not measured in likes, views, or followers. It's measured in how present you are to your one, beautiful, unrepeatable life. So unplug not to escape your life, but to finally live it.